So you're looking to create an icebreaker activity that's a little bit fun and creative and uses some design and technology, but you're not quite sure where to start? Well, guess what? Canva has a sweet little option for us that can help us achieve this goal. My name is Brandon Peterson, and this is a Code Peterson tutorial. All you need is a Canva account. I have a free version. Once you have that account set up, sign in, and on the left-hand side, it says Canva AI. I've used this before when showing people different AI solutions to different projects, but one thing I've never tried before was this code for me section. So I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to go up here and I'm going to put in a little prompt. And I'm going to ask, can you help me build a this, that icebreaker survey for an administrator leadership team, which the data will be used to create a team persona? Let's see what it can come up with. Now, I teach code. I love programming, and this does break my heart a little bit. Just all of these years of my life dedicating to this craft of learning different programming languages, and it is doing it all for me in Canva. We're already up to over 200 lines of code that is just doing right there. Unbelievable. It is done, and it says version 1, and it says I'll create this icebreaker that we can use. So let's go through and we're going to see how this thing works. It gave us 12 questions. When making important decisions, you prefer to, I'm a bit of a letter A myself. Your ideal meeting style. I do like open discussion though when we have it. When facing a challenge, you typically break it down into smaller ones. Your communication style tends to be direct and to the point. You prefer to work. I like it a little bit quieter. When planning projects, I like to create detailed timelines. Your leadership approach is more like people focused for sure. You handle stress by taking breaks and seeking perspective. In team conflicts, you prefer to find the common ground. Your ideal work schedule is I do like a consistent daily routine. When learning new skills, hands on experiments. There we go. Your decision making speed is typically all right. And so here it gives me this team persona insights and even a little download team report on there. Now, that's kind of cool. Kind of some that if I was with a group of people and we were doing some icebreakers, some team building stuff, and then we could look at these results and we could share them with each other, that would be kind of cool. But let's say I want to make it be something a little more exciting. Not too long ago, we had Superman be released in the movie theaters. We had Fantastic Four. So maybe in here, I could say something like, can we make a list of famous superheroes that match the persona of the person surveyed? Let's see what happens with that. So I'm going to submit reply. And it's always curious to know, like, are they going to make up superhero names? Are they going to use actual ones that exist, like from Marvel and DC universe, those things? It says it added fun superhero matching feature to your leadership survey. All right, so let's try this again. This time I'm just going to kind of randomly select these to go through a little bit faster. All right, so now we have our team persona insights. But then when we look down here, it says your superhero leadership matches. Based on your leadership style, here are superheroes that share similar traits. So in here, they have Batman matches the analytical, strategic, and direct, the Flash with flexible, intuitive, and collaborative, and Spider Man, adaptable hero who thinks on his feet, or flexible, collaborative, and intuitive with that. So I think that is pretty cool. And I do like how they even included little emoticons on there for those heroes too. And they used actual heroes that we've heard of. So if I were going to do something like this, and it could be with your any organization. I'm just using education as an example because that's my field that I work in. If it was going to be with a group of administrators or a group of teachers, or as a teacher, even if I was going to have my students do this, maybe we take our strengths, and do a this or that based of our strengths and our learning styles and all those things, and then we find our heroes, and then we could share those as a class. Another activity you could do with this is you could have the larger group try to predict which superhero best matches uh, the each individuals as their results would say. And then another thing you could do that I think would be fun, one step further, is you then have a certain amount of minutes, maybe like 5 minutes, to go around and talk to different people and to form your own superhero team. So maybe you're going to make your own group of Fantastic Four, your own Avengers, or your own Justice League, where you're trying to find different heroes that have different strengths that can complement each other, and then do a project together with that group for that day. You just go up here and using a design. So if you want to put this in a presentation that you're showing your class, then you can put it in there. And then when you share it, then they can have a link and they can go through and participate in that icebreaker. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know of some creative ideas that you have to incorporate this with. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And I sure hope we catch you on another video down the road.